Group B. We would like to make a presentation about the last question, which is Japan's role in the world in 21st century. The Group C already mentioned about some points, very shortly and briefly in detail. So let's start. We divided into three main point of view. What is the role of Japan in the future, this century, 21st century? First is political point of view, and then second, economical point of view, and then the last, social point of view. So we will briefly and thoroughly speak about the role, what is the challenge it might be in the future, and what, according to our group, what is the recommendation for those challenges in the future Japan might face.
Thank you very much. As you know, in the national and international policy paradigms, there are so many issues to consider in larger perspective. Here, despite having different opinions among our group, we prioritize Japan's role in three broader political canvas. Number one is the role of Japan in liberal democracy in 21st century. As you know, and as we understand from the many political scholars, that liberal democracy in national and of course in international level facing huge challenges in many ways, in many trajectories. For example, in the name of nationalism, as we already heard this one, we see the win of America First policy. We see the win of, we see the referendum of Brexit. We see the withdrawal of TPP, US withdrawn from TPP, and of course, we see the rise of authoritarian and a kind of pseudo-dictatorial leadership in many parts of the world. So in this part, as a recommendation, we must say it is Japan time to speed up advocacy, to continue inspiring, and to lead gradually liberal democracy in home as well as in international spectrum. The second one is the ideology of peace. We already come to know many things from our previous group, that we are living in a world of continuous threats of missile and nuclear test. And also, even in the name of security cooperation, we see the military exercises in Asia Pacific and in the South China Sea and all around us. This is a pessimist political climate. Even in this political climate, we believe it is Japan time to accelerate the top-down campaign that is already on, campaign on disarmament and non-proliferation, that will help to transfer military cities, the too much military cities, too much military countries, to the city of peace or country of peace all around us, because everyone, the ultimate destination of human earth is securing peace for every single citizen. North Korea is testing missile in the name of peace of their citizen. That's the ultimate peace. Anyway, and the last one, finally, in respect of regional and global relationship, again, we see the very blurring and negative picture. For example, as you know, the international institutions and regional institutions and associations, say for example, UN, ADB, G20, maybe G7 or G8, SAARC, are losing their authority and gradually becoming fragile institutions in many respects, in terms of peace, in terms of security, and in many respects. So, though it is a very difficult to recommend in this point, and this is very dark picture again, in such a situation, as this group is a very optimist group, we believe as a far-reaching visionary landscape, Japan, as a far-reaching visionary landscape, 21st century is truly a Japanese century. 21st century is truly a Japanese century because if they keep inspiring, motivating, and spearheading the liberal international order in combining soft, we already heard soft and smart power. This 21st century gives Japan this kind of opportunity. So it is Japan time to grab it, to hold it. Thank you very much.